Hello, hello. I just signed a very important petition for laboratory dogs in Texas. I will put the link under the video. I want you all to sign this very important petition. There is a university in Texas where they conduct absolutely horrific tests on dogs. And Peter, they have some photos of the dogs. They cause tumors on the dogs. They cause them to have saliva coming out of their mouths and stomach cramps and diarrhea. They suffer in their kennels, each dog separated from the other dog. They sit in their own feces, in their own urine, in their own vomit. They constantly vomit non-stop because of the stuff that the metabolic tests, the poisons that they're feeding those dogs, testing poisons on them and causing them to suffer 24 hours a day. 20 dogs were rescued by PETA, and 2 of them later died from those internal injuries that were done to them at the university. They were not able to rescue those. But the other 18 dogs are survivors, and some of them are very sick. And they said some of them are healthy, but they're psychologically, of course, very, very, very hurt and very devastated. And so someone made a drawing of each dog, and they showed the saliva coming out of the sides of the mouth of each dog to demonstrate what kind of horrors they're going through. And when I saw that drawing of those 20 dogs, and then they posted which ones were dead, it had a sign on it, dead, dead, very sick, adopted, still available. They're looking for people to take them. And I feel like I want to rescue one of those dogs, or maybe 2. And I want to hold these dogs, and I want to tell them, you're safe now for the rest of your life. I will hold you for the rest of your life, and I will kiss you, and I will love you, and I will never let you feel hurt ever again, or tested on, or brutalized by any person. I will protect you with my body. You are in the blue god sphere, and you're safe. And when I saw that, the drawing and one photo of a Labrador in the kennel of that university laboratory, when I saw that, it puts me very close to a nervous breakdown. I have to be very careful about that kind of stuff. I have to be careful what I see. I'm way too sensitive for those kind of things, for those kind of brutalities in the world. And when I saw that, I thought about some of the horrible nightmares that I have. I have nightmares about these kind of things. Sometimes I have the absolute worst nightmares that anyone can possibly think of. I have nightmares that are so unbelievably abhorrent. If you were to make a horror movie with those nightmares that I have, it would put people into a shock state. And then I ask myself, where's this all coming from? I hear about cases like that, have been hearing about cases like this, but the stuff in my nightmares, But then I see there are some horror movie makers who obviously have the same night or very similar nightmares on the same level of it's like it's a different dimension altogether. It's a dimension of imprisonment and there's a void of compassion in it. There's just ice coldness, and there's an ice coldness in it. I'm thinking of some of the horror films that I have seen. So just this drawing of those dogs, with the saliva coming out of the mouth, the suffering of the internal cramps, the constant vomiting because of the poisons that they were fed. And then they're still happy to see the person coming to the kennel. They're still wagging their whole body in happiness for the person coming in, or the personnel cleaning the kennel. They're happy to see every single person there. Every single person that is responsible for this. Every single person that turns the other way and looks the other way and lets this atrocity happen. The dogs have infinite love for every single person there, including the person feeding them the poisons. They have infinite love for these people. I'm shaking with sadness over this. I want to help, I want to, first of all, help the dogs. I want to hold them. I want to kiss them. I want to cuddle with them and make them feel safe. Like I held my papa dog around the belly, and I want to kiss them and smell their fur and say, I love you and you're safe. Nothing bad can happen to you anymore. You're safe now. You are loved. The blue God loves you. You're infinitely precious and lovable. And I also want to help the people who are doing these terrible atrocities. I want to help them go into that meditation. I want to help them see that other living being. See this individual who is wagging his whole body in happiness to see you. He wants you to spend time with him and pet him But you go in there with a bowl of poisoned dog food. You set the bowl down and you walk back out. And you don't pay attention to that living being who's full of joy of seeing you, who's full of hope, of being together with you and wanting you to be there and hold him. There is an unspeakable abyss of coldness in this that makes me shiver. It's hard to describe this. A prison atmosphere, a mental prison. These people are in a mental prison to do something like this to other living beings. I want to yank them out of that mental prison. Sign the petition. We have to get these dog tests outlawed.